Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Allen. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. You're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points? As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. P.J. Locke up to make the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Keon Coleman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Bills.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Buffalo. To throw again. In middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen going to give it to Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And the Bills.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
A short game, down to the 7.
He's tackled at the
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. A run up the middle with Cook. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Out of the gun, here's Allen. Left side, that open man is Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Broncos.
First down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. A run with the Central Florida runner, R.J. Harvey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Nix now On 1st and 10. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
2nd down and 3. On the give, this is Harvey. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught by Harvey. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Handoff now for Harvey. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. The Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bills 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Bills, first down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, It was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
A pass taken in by Johnson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
40-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. A give, and here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Taking off, a loose football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And back deep is Marvin Mims. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Joey Bosa. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bills offense headed back to take over once more.
At their own 39-yard line.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
In motion, Shakir. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. The open man is Atkins. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards.
1st down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
14 more
Give them
yards.
14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
2nd down, Nix. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
This one complete to Bryant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
And 5.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Throw on first and 10. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A first down throw for Nix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Pat Bryant. Touchdown, Broncos.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Bills 3.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once more.
26-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a 3rd and 2. Allen now off the bootleg. So pass taken in by Knox. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This one caught right side by Knox. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14. Bills 10.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they force the incomplete.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. His throw left side is complete. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Knicks now on 1st and 10. That one pulled in by Bryant.
Knicks' pass complete to Pat Bryant. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Here's Knicks to throw. We'll get that complete to Franklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Knicks. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Knicks. The open man is Atkins. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
3rd and 2.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw. It's Knicks. Open man, right side. He's got it.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On 1st down, here's Knicks to throw. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, here's Knicks. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Pat Bryant, the target there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
On first down, Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.
22 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
13-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Josh Allen. Pass taken in by Johnson. And the Bills are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's good for Bills.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that could very well be the turning point of this game. Here we are in the 2nd half, Mike. It would have been very easy for this coach to say, hey, take the points, let's chip away at that lead. He said, no, I got a lot of confidence in our play caller. We have the perfect call for this situation. And now after that touchdown, they take the lead, and this game has flipped.
Bills 17, Broncos 14.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good for the Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
1st down. 1st and
Remember
10
this
at the
one thing, Mike.
39-yard line.
It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bills' 30-yard line.
2nd and inches. Back to throw is Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
A 1st down throw for Nix.
Nix's pass complete to Pat Bryant. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Nick's going to look to throw, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
He's going to run it, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Bills 17.
So now, after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Coleman. On 1st down, it's Allen. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Man in motion is Coleman. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. In motion, Shakir. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. One more time going up top with Allen.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. This one down the field, but he lined up incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cut the deficit down to 1.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
On 1st down, they'll stick with Harvey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Karen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Johnson brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. It's Cook to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Allen now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Singleton on the tackle. 3 and out. 4th down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. To return, it's Mims. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down.
Nix's pass complete to Troy Franklin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Harvey. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw is Nix. That's complete, taken in by Franklin. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12. and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On second down, Harvey. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throw it. Nix. And that one incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's second down. Throwing is Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hey, that's my man. I got him.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
At the 6-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Complete to Pat Bryant. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. You've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Coleman. To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Throw once more. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll find his running back, McLaughlin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal
at the 7-yard line.
Big time completion right there, and This isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Second down. Nix. They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos are going to extend their lead.
38, Bills 20. Will Lutz to
So
kick
now
off
after
for
the touchdown,
Broncos.
Lutz going to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And in motion is Coleman. He'll go play action here with Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Throwing again is Allen. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll motion over Samuel. One more time going up top with Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's second and 2. They'll motion over Samuel. To throw again, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Trey Greenlaw getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover.
It is brought in the end zone. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 38, Bills 27.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
A run now with McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The ball carrier. Taron Johnson brought him down. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
Complete to 0, Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.